How many days it gonna take? You switch on me and I ain't get a break. If I hop off, then the levee gon' break. If I take two, then I'm off into space. Put all that down, pour all that out. I'm done without, we on the now. Step after step, day by the day. Live for the night and I'm never gon' break.
Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. We're 12 hours until NFL football. I'm ready. I hope you're ready. I'm ready to get this season going with you. Let's get to the week one teasers. I'm going to be using 7 points. We did this the last 2 years, and it's been pretty successful. First game, we got the San Francisco 49ers at the Chicago Bears. Right now, it's 49ers -7, -6.5 on some books. I'm going to bring that 49ers to a pick 'em, and I believe this is a great one to start with. At the very worst, this 49ers defense, especially their defensive line, will find a way to win this game. I know you probably have fears about Trey Lance, especially with the latest news about Jimmy G being brought back. I understand that's not a good omen and not a good indication on Trey Lance's performance, but I truly believe worst case scenario, San Fran still finds a way to win this game, even if Trey Lance struggles. And when I look at this Bears team, worst offensive line in the league. The offensive line was bad last year. It only got worse this year. Justin Fields, he can make magic out of nothing. I will admit that I am a fan, but there's only so much you can do in this league when you got a defensive line like the 49ers chasing you down the whole game. And there's also depth on this 49ers defensive line. The Bears defense could come out and play good, but that's the good part of the teaser. You drop that down to a pick 'em. And also, Trey Lance will have opportunities against this Bears secondary. That's one thing that no one's really talking about. And it's not like Kittle, Ayuk, or Deebo Samuel walking out. They're still there. Next game, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Houston Texans. Colts are -7. This was at -8 earlier in the week. Now it dropped down to -7 on almost every book. I'm taking this down to a Colts pick'em. And you guys know, I normally like going up in these games. Like, I normally like going from +7 to +14, but I'm going to get these two out of the way quick. The Colts will find a way to win this game. I'm not crazy about the Colts covering this ball game, but one thing I am crazy about is them winning this game. I haven't liked what I've seen out of Matty Ice in the preseason, but Jonathan Taylor's not going anywhere. He's going to go forward 25 to 30 times with a very good run blocking O-line. That should be enough. The Texans defense did add some pieces, but they're better in the secondary. That front seven, it's still like plexiglass. You can break through it as long as you hit it enough times. Texans offense, Shaq Leonard's not playing for the Colts. That's a little bit of a pushback, but I still think the Colts control the line of scrimmage. I'm not seeing Dougie Mills or Pierce get into a rhythm on offense. Colts will win this game. They will find a way. I'm not saying this is going to be easy on easy street. It is a divisional matchup, and the Texans did fight hard the last 6 games of last year, but Colts will take care of business, better fundamental football, and a better running game. Next game, we got the Tennessee Titans. They're at home. Giants are going into Tennessee. Right now, it's Giants +6. I'm bringing that up to Giants +13. I'm digging this trench and saying Daboll. I know you have challenges. I know you have Daniel Jones as your quarterback, but you can't get blown out here. Figure out how to use Saquon. You got Ryan Tannehill without his lifeline, A.J. Brown. That's one thing people aren't talking enough about. I know national media doesn't talk a lot about the Titans, but why aren't they talking about how important Brown was to Tannehill's last 2 years? Tannehill, he even admitted it. He is a little bit mentally damaged after that Bengals game. I think this Giants defense comes in and has a big day. You put 8 men in the box. You try to stop King Henry. You're not going to dominate King Henry, but stop him. 8 men in the box every play. Let Treylon Burks and Robert Woods beat you, and then let Dabble generate a few sprinkles on offense to keep this close. Plus 13 is an awful lot, and you guys know we made a lot of money the last 2 years fading Joe Judge and Dave Gettleman. But when I'm looking at this Giants team, I see a new energy, a new fight, and I see a Titans team that is a bit vulnerable, and dare I say it, maybe in rebuild time. Now, the Titans are going to win this game, but by more than 13 points, I don't think so. Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers at the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings are plus 1.5. I'm going to bring this up. The Vikings 8.5. It seems like every time these teams play, no matter how bad the Vikings are, no matter how good the Packers are, the Vikings give them a game if they're playing in the Dome. If they're in Lambeau, then it's a coin flip. But for me, this Vikings team is going to come out, keep Kirk Cousins in rhythm. I'm seeing a lot of people picking Kirk Cousins as a dark horse MVP. Everyone needs to calm the hell down. Like, I like Kevin O'Connell myself, but that's not going to happen. I think we see a lot of Justin Jefferson this game. This Packers defense is good, but where you have to exploit the Minnesota Vikings, I don't think their offense is going to have problems this year, especially if their skill positions stay healthy. But where you need to exploit the Vikings is you have to exploit this defense, and I'm not sure our boy Aaron the Game Rodgers has the dogs to do that. We're talking about Dobbs. We're talking about Cobb. We're praying Sammy Watkins stays healthy. That's just not enough, man. That just is not enough to get me excited and get me vibing. This is 8.5. You should be comfortable with the Minnesota Vikings. Next game, we got the Denver Broncos, minus 6.5 at the Seattle Seahawks. I went back and forth on this one, but this will be my fifth. Listen, Broncos are going to find a way to win this game. I like what the Broncos did this offseason, but let's be honest, I'm not the biggest Broncos guy. I think they're going to struggle more than people think. And then when you got 4 good teams in the AFC West, one of those teams has to struggle, right? But I think Russell America Wilson comes out, plays good this game, hits Cortland Sutton, and the Seahawks have a similar problem to the Bears. I don't know if it matters who plays quarterback. It's a terrible offensive line. Their offensive line doesn't have much experience, and they didn't show anything in preseason. When you let the Bears defensive line whoop your ass in preseason, you should be on panic button. I think the Broncos win this game in the trenches, and then Russell America Wilson going back to Seattle. Russell America Wilson, let's ride. Give me the Broncos in a pick'em. So far I have the Giants plus 13, Vikings plus 8.5, Colts pick'em, Niners pick'em, Seahawks pick'em, and also if you need to bet this game on Thursday night, Bills at Rams, take that Rams plus 2, bring it up to 9. Hit the like button, share the videos. Live call-in show will be live Friday, 4:30 Eastern. Be there.